Hello, how you guys doing today? Welcome in. Gonna give it a few seconds for people to jump on the live if you do, um, and while you're coming in, drop in the comments where you're from, or where you're watching from. Excuse me. And how's the weather? Are you having a nice day? Are you having a nice week? While we wait, and we want to talk about something real quick. A lot of people are using AI wrong. They're typing basic prompts and getting basic answers. And then seeing AI doesn't work for them, and that's like buying a gym membership and only using the parking lot. The same logic, not knowing you could go inside and get results. What I do when I teach at Promptify is prompt engineering. That sounds complicated, but it literally just means knowing how to talk to AI so it gives you something you can actually use. Today, I'm going to show you an topic, and by the end of this, you'll be able to do this yourself in about 5 minutes. Everything I show you is inside Promptify, and the link is in my bio. So today, just to kind of summarize the topic we'll talk about today, let's talk about turning a rough portfolio into case study evidence. Maybe that's easy for you. Maybe you want some structure with doing something like that, because you can. I mean, if you really want, you probably understand exactly what you just did. Let's say you want to show this case study to somebody. You blur out the information that doesn't need to be shared. Like you don't show people's personal information, but you show the type of results you got this person and the proof of it. And then you can maybe explain to them on a call or on a Zoom call, like, and show them literally, like, drag your pointer across and point at this and that and explain it. But there's many ways to do this, right? And maybe you want help with making sure you have the exact information you need. Maybe you don't have to get that much into detail, but maybe you do, and that's up to you. But you can get guidance and have a correct way to do it, right? So let's talk about that. So I use AI to find the evidence in a project before I write the case study. Maybe the evidence is obvious. Maybe you already understand that, but like I said, if you want clarity on something, you can go and gain assistance to have clarity, and then not even really question whether you're providing the exact information you need or not, right? So, I mean, obviously, you could just look for, well, what is it that they want me to do? What they want me to get them, like, for example, if you have an ad agency, you want to be able to show them proof that you can get them results. How would you do that? Well, what do they need to see? They need to see that maybe there's this much ad spend, and then this much traffic came in, and then this many people clicked buy, or this many people converted and sent a message saying that they're interested, and then you converted a certain amount of them. Maybe you just show them that, but you blur out everyone's names, right? But let's get very exact for your case scenario, because maybe that's something that you want to be clear on, right? So creators and freelancers turn scattered project files into evidence-led case study outline without inflating results. Obviously, you can't really inflate results because you'd have to just you probably showcase the actual results and not just say it, right? But also while blurring people's personal information, but you show the exact. But like I said, we're just clarifying everything and getting it exactly. Just saying even the obvious stuff out so that you have exactly the information you need to do something like this, right? So, a case study does not need a giant result claim. It needs proof that you saw a problem, made a choice, and can show what changed. So, I'm going to explain the process real quick, and then I'm actually going to paste the prompt on the screen regarding this process I'm about to talk about, and then I'm going to show you the results of that prompt. And then so that you can see it in prompt example, because this is Promptify. We give you prompts as well. We teach you how to prompt, but we also give you prompts to be able to do any of these things in a second, right? So the process is I helped a brand grow with an evidence board. So show scattered files, brief, before screenshot, draft, client comment, and final screenshot. So extract supported story beats, excuse me, extract supported story beats and evidence gaps. So build a modest case study outline and a proof checklist, and avoid confidential data and unsupported performance claims. So things that maybe you weren't absolutely verified, right? You just leave that stuff out. You leave in what's actually verified, so they can't question that. They know that this is a fact. Um, and then you might even have a message from the person saying, "Thank you so much. You got me the exact results you wanted. That the exact results I asked for." And then you show the exact results, right? So what I'm gonna do is like I said, you can screenshot this stuff and then just you remove the information of like people's names that doesn't need to be there, right? When you're showing results, I'm just leaving leaving in like methods of how this can work. So, or explaining it. So real quick, just give me a moment. I gotta just clarify something real quick. All right, I'm just making sure that ChatGPT has all my information. I use keyword placeholder. I've talked to ChatGPT before this. There's other prompts I'm putting in, so sometimes it forgets. So I use the word placeholder and ask it to fill in my placeholder information so that it can give fill all this in based on this prompt, so that you have an actual example. It's gonna flip to the screen just to show you. So at the top of the prompt in the gray box, at the very bottom, you can see it says paste anonymized notes. That's where you would paste your own information regarding what you're trying to do. And then I'm just going to zoom out and scroll down and show the results of that prompt. And it filled everything in. All right. So it didn't do exactly what I asked it to. Just give me a moment. So it just used the word placeholder. I wanted to actually use information. What's that? So just so you can have an example of what it would look like. All right, so just resending the prompt. Just want you to have an actual example instead of it just using the word placeholder and saying, "Oh, we didn't have this." That's just made a mistake and didn't do that after I asked it to. So I just clarified that. Obviously, that wouldn't happen if you just input the information. I didn't, so I had to have ChatGPT pull up its own memory of what I spoke to it about. So here we go. This is just using information that I put in to give it for this example, whether this stuff applies to me or not. I actually made some of it up, but I'm just aware of how this stuff works, so I can use that as an example. So if you like access to high quality prompts like this and more, you can find them inside Promptify. It's free to start, and the link is in the bio. If anything I said was helpful in this video, that is amazing, and I hope you have a great day.